Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. This is the NBA Odds Couple Show for Tuesday, April 12th. Mike Brenner, it's the penultimate.
There he goes.
The penultimate day of the regular season.
Second to last.
Second to last day of the regular. Very tricky hit from a handicapping perspective.
That's a very tricky word. I learn something new every day.
Absolutely. So we got 5 games on the card tonight, and then tomorrow we got like 15 games, whatever.
Yeah, well, before we get ahead of ourselves, last night.
We got to do it. We got to do it. Let's
1 and 2.
Over there.
I had
Chicago
the Bulls.
What the hell happened?
You know what? It's all good.
You know what?
I went small units. I'm going small units again tonight, but I'm telling you, come playoff time, I'm increasing it. But I went 1 and 2, 127 and 109, 54%.
This is a wacky time of year.
It is a wacky time of year. Pistol Pete, he got shut out last night, 0-3. But
one of my losers was the under in the Brooklyn game, which was a massive loser. But I tweeted out the second half under,
and it covered.
And it covered.
There you go. Okay. 67 and 80, 45%. He still has time through the playoffs to get that thing up. So with that being said, there are a couple interesting games today.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. At this point in the year, I do find that like the pregame lines are very wacky. You don't know who's going to be or whatever. But there's still value with the second half lines. And I'm tweeting now, Mike Brenner.
And I like that. I'm proud of you. Pistol Pete is finally tweeting.
So there might be some good plays here on the second half, and I will try to tweet if I'm not.
Because remember, there's still some games that have playoff implications as far as seeding, because not a lot of people want to face Cleveland right now. They looked on fire last night versus Atlanta. They blew them out.
Well, we got the Spurs who are locked into the 2 seed, right?
Yeah.
So this game, or their game against OKC, does not matter for seeding, and they're a huge favorite here, -9. Who's going to rest? Who's going to play? Maybe Kevin Durant will rest. Maybe Westbrook.
That's one of them ones with these two coaches.
50-foot pole game?
This is a 50-foot pole game for real. Now, I did read one interesting article that said there's no way the Spurs are going to lose 2 in a row at home. They don't want that to happen, but that's a hell of a lot of points.
I don't think Popovich thinks that way, actually. I think he's like, we got the 2 seed.
Exactly.
Who cares? We don't care.
He doesn't
Popovich
care.
is coach with good character, and stupid stuff like that is not
Best advice on that one, Pistol Pete. Stay the hell away from it.
50-foot pole. All right, well, we got only 4 other games. We got Miami and Detroit. They are both in the playoffs. That's an interesting one. I've noticed that at this time of the year, a lot of these games start to soar over, so I'm definitely leaning over more than under in general. I mean, you saw, my 2 unders that I picked yesterday soared over, and a lot of other games are doing the same.
I think you're right, too, especially when you got teams that aren't going to be in the playoffs. The defense lacks.
Or the teams that are going to be in the playoffs. The defense is still
like,
we're
it seems like it's more street ball,
So I'm leaning, and I did bet this one, although it opened at 202. Although also we've noticed that at this time of the year, not just in basketball, but in NFL and other sports, the line moves that can be very stark can also be way off.
Yeah.
I bet the over. I got the overnight line at 201.5. Now it's 200 or 200.5 or 201 in Miami, Detroit. What do you think about that? Miami's been going way over.
They've been going over. I know Justice Winslow. He tweaked his ankle. He's not. Yeah, he went. He's traveled with the team, but he's probably not going to be playing. He just provides a spark to that offense. But I don't know. I'm staying off of that game. I was looking at it, because the Heat needs the win, and then if they win their last game, all right, they get home court advantage for opening round.
Right.
All right, Detroit needs the win because hell, they don't want to be the ones to play Cleveland. They'd rather move up to 7th and grab Toronto, which I don't blame them. But
although they've been saying they don't care about that.
I know, and again, who knows? Yeah, this is the best time to just stay the hell away with a game like that. I started to use them, but
a lot of questionable situations here. Yeah. And then we got New York and Indiana, and here's another one. The Pacers, of course, clinched the playoffs in their last game. They're happy about that.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to stop you right there because I read an article, and I'm telling you, look out in the playoffs because this team is not going to scare anybody. They are so happy that, oh my God, we made the playoffs. I read that. They're like, we're just amazed that we made the playoffs. And Miles Turner, we want him to have some playoff experience. How about let's go to the next level? You know what I mean?
You got to look like you've been there before.
And they're playing the Knicks. And even if Carmelo doesn't play, hell, they barely beat them 2 different times this year. They play them tight. Indiana's not a blowout team. I'm staying off of that one.
Right. I was thinking that considering, the situation, the Knicks have actually covered 5 out of their last 6.
Exactly.
It's a hell of a lot of points.
Carmelo Anthony's probably not going to be playing for personal reasons.
But that's okay.
So, of course,
then you got the other guys coming in. I mean, you're getting 11 or 11.5.
Well, you know who's really shining for him? That Jerry and Grant come out of Notre Dame. That kid's unbelievable. Well, his daddy was Horace Grant.
Man, maybe we should go on the
Maybe
Knicks
we
plus
don't throw
11
me
and a
on
half.
that bus. I got my 2 picks. I'm not.
All right, I'll do it. What the hell? I'll do it. Knicks plus 11 and a freaking half. That's a lot of points.
That is a hell of a lot.
All the Chris books have that. Intertops has that. Everyone else has 11, but 11 and a half is market wide. That's a lot of points. I was also leaning over. Now we've discussed in recent shows the stark and somewhat unexplainable under trend that the Knicks have had, but recently they turned it around. I think they went over in their last game or last 2
and like
games.
you said, defense lacks this time of year. So
and this is another one I bet 198, and it's now 198 and a half or 199.
And you know what? I mean, the Knicks have guys that just want to get some playing time. Indiana knows they're in the playoffs. They seem to be real satisfied, like their cup's full. Unbelievable. But who knows? Frank Vogel, he better step it up and get, light a spark up that team's ass or something. But 11 and a half.
11 and a half. Maybe I'll take the over too. I mean, I bet it.
Why not, Pistol Pete?
Why not? I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, 198 is not available, so I'm going to have to take 198 and a half on the over, and I'll take New York plus 11 and a half on the side. All right, Mike Brenner, these are crazy games. We only got 5 of them. Do you have any picks for us?
I do. I actually got 2 picks in one game, and I like the reasoning behind it. I like the Clippers tonight, buddy, okay? They're at home against Memphis, all right? Memphis has lost 7 out of 8, something like that.
All sorts of personnel issues.
Oh, man, they just got a lot going on. And here's why I like it. The Clippers are just working Griffin back into the lineup, so they want to play like they're in the playoffs. They want to put shit together early. So I grabbed the half -4.
-4.
All right, and I'm putting them on the game -7 and a half.
7.5.
Pistol Pete, I like it. I think Memphis finally says, look, we know we're in the playoffs. Let's just try to get a little bit of rest. They got some guys banged up. Zach Randolph, he's got to be a little bit tired. Hell, he's been putting the whole team on his shoulder. So I like it. I think Clippers come out fresh and Redick goes off. And hell, their bench is deep. I think they get it done. Half in the game, baby. That's my 2 picks.
And you know what? I'm gonna be looking for second half plays, and I will. If I see anything that I like when I'm on, I'm gonna tweet it out, and I'm gonna put at Mike Brenner. Check this out. So make sure that I'm gonna tweet it at you.
You're catching up to technology. I like it. That's dangerous. You might have to write a song about that. High Tech Redneck. They wrote that back in the '80s. High Tech Redneck. Yeah.
All right. Well, we got our picks.
Review yours real quick.
All right, you know what?
Come on, Pistol
I will
Pete.
go with the over in Miami, Detroit. So I got 3. I'm going to take the Knicks plus 11 and a half, Knicks, Indiana over 198 and a half, and Miami, Detroit. Actually, I'm going to be able to take over 200 at sportsbetting.ag and BetOnline. We got over 200. Then other places in the market have 200 and a half, 201. All kind of crazy stuff going on with that total. So we'll see where it closes. But right now, I'm going to be able to take 200.
Well, you know what? It's the second to last day, and I'm going to pull something off I haven't done. I'm going to add a 3rd play.
Really? Okay.
And I love it. So
why?
My first 2 are Clippers on the half -4, Clippers on the game -7.5, and a 2-team teaser. Take the Clippers, you'll get a -3.5 after the 4-point adjustment, and take the New York Knicks getting 15.5. What do you think about that?
Wow.
I'm liking that. I'm liking it. So there's 3 plays. I'm just going regular, nothing huge, no big units here, because playoff time, I'm going to crank it up. But I kind of like where I'm sitting today. I maybe be able to walk in with a broom tomorrow, Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
But again, Clippers on the half, Clippers on the game. Take the Knicks and the Clippers on a 2-team teaser. Brenner's going to cash it tonight.
Sounds good. What do you think about the Knicks on the first half plus 6.5?
Well, see, now you're trying to involve me. I'm stopping you right there. The insanity stops.
Relax.
That's
Everyone
right.
Just chill out.
Playoffs are right around the corner. But with that being said, we're going to pan this board again, baby, because I've said it all year long. Accountability is everything to me. 127 and 109, I'm hoping to walk in here tomorrow, and that's a 130. Wouldn't surprise me if it does, okay? 54%. Pistol Pete, you got 3 plays today, right? Sharp plays, 67 and 80. Shit, he can move that to 70 tomorrow, but 45%, but that will go up because the playoffs, I'm telling you, that's when Pistol Pete turns it on. So with that being said, I'm ready, buddy. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm ready to beat that book again.
And we'll be back tomorrow for the crazy final day of the regular season. Ton of games.
Kobe's last day. You know what? I hope he does. I hope he does great in his last game. As much as I jumped on that guy, he did a lot for basketball. He's from Philadelphia. You know what? He's a hell of a ball player. He might be selfish, and I saw him and Shaquille O'Neal kind of made up, and he's going to be at the last game for him. So
that was beautiful, Mike.
Yeah, we'll see.
That was very beautiful words you just said.
Thank you. High five, buddy.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow for the Wednesday card.
Have a great day.